Chosen ones, the reason you feel pressure right now is because heaven is about to release it all. That weight on your shoulders, that tension in your heart, it's not there to break you. It's the signal of a divine shift, a breakthrough so massive it's reshaping your entire existence. God has seen your faith, your resilience, your quiet moments of trust when the world seemed against you. And now, He's preparing to pour out blessings that will overflow, transforming every struggle into a testament of His glory. Stay with me, because this message is for you, and it's about to change everything. The pressure you're feeling is no accident. It's the stretching of your spirit, the widening of your capacity to receive what God has already set aside for you. Think of a dam holding back a mighty river. The pressure builds, the walls groan, but when the gates finally open, the water rushes through with unstoppable force. That's what's happening in your life right now. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, every sleepless night, they've been building you up, preparing you for the flood of divine favor that's about to break through. You're not crumbling under this weight. You're being forged into someone who can carry the abundance coming your way. God doesn't place pressure on His chosen ones to crush them. He uses it to refine them. Look at a diamond formed under intense heat and pressure, yet it emerges as the hardest, most brilliant gem. That's you right now. The trials you've faced, the moments you thought you couldn't go on, they were never meant to destroy you. They were shaping you into someone who shines with unshakable faith. When heaven's gates open, and they will, you'll see why every tear, every sacrifice, every step through the fire was worth it. Your brilliance is about to be revealed to the world. This pressure isn't just about you. It's a sign of something greater. God is aligning the universe to work in your favor. The job you've been praying for, the healing you've been seeking, the peace you've been chasing. It's all being prepared behind the scenes. The pressure you feel is the tension of divine timing, the moment before the breakthrough. It's like the quiet before a storm, when the air feels heavy, but you know the rain is coming to wash everything clean. Trust this moment. God is orchestrating something so big, it's beyond what you can imagine. Now, pause for a second and do this. Hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls, and leave a comment with the number 777. That number carries the energy of divine completion, a signal to heaven that you're ready for what's about to unfold. These actions aren't just for the video, they're a declaration to the universe that you're claiming your blessings. Do it now, and let's keep moving forward together. Have you ever noticed how the greatest moments in your life come after the hardest battles? That's not a coincidence. God uses pressure to prepare you for promotion. Think of Joseph in the Bible, thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, locked in a prison. The pressure was unbearable, but it was building him for the palace. Every step of his journey, every moment of pain, was leading to a destiny where he would save nations. You're walking a similar path. The pressure you feel is the path to your palace, the place where God's purpose for you will shine. This isn't about enduring suffering for suffering's sake. It's about understanding that God is crafting a story in your life, one that will leave others in awe. The people who doubted you, who overlooked you, who thought you'd never rise, they're about to see something undeniable. Your breakthrough isn't just for you. It's a testimony to God's power. When heaven releases its blessings, your life will become a living proof that no pressure is too great when God is on your side. The pressure you're under is also a sign of your calling. Not everyone feels this kind of weight, because not everyone is chosen for the kind of destiny you carry. You're not just living for yourself, you're living for a purpose that will ripple through generations. Think of Esther, a young woman who faced the pressure of risking her life to save her people. She didn't choose the moment, but the moment chose her. You're in that same position now. The pressure is proof that heaven has marked you for something extraordinary. What's coming next is a release unlike anything you've seen before. The gates of heaven are opening, and with them comes a flood of provision, clarity, and strength. You've been faithful in the small things, and now God is about to trust you with the big things. Your finances, your health, your relationships, they're all about to be touched by this divine release. The pressure was never meant to hold you back. It was meant to propel you into a new season of abundance. Let's talk about what this release looks like. It's not just money showing up or a new job landing in your lap. It's a shift in your entire reality. You'll wake up one day and feel lighter, as if the burdens you've carried for years have been lifted. People will notice a change in you, a glow, a confidence, a peace that can't be explained. This is the moment when heaven's plan for you becomes visible, when the world sees what God has been working on in secret. The pressure you feel is also a test of your trust. God is asking, will you believe me even when it's hard? Will you hold on to my promises when the world tells you to give up? Every time you choose faith over fear, you're passing the test. Every time you pray through the pain, you're building a foundation for the blessings to come. The gates of heaven don't open for those who waver. They open for those who stand firm, knowing that God's word never fails. Picture this: a seed buried in the ground, pressed on all sides by the weight of the earth. It doesn't look like much is happening, but beneath the surface, it's breaking through, reaching for the light. That's you right now. The pressure is just the soil pressing against you, but you're about to break through into a new season of growth. The roots you've put down in faith are strong, and they're about to bear fruit that will astonish everyone around you. This moment is also about surrender. You've been carrying the weight of trying to figure it all out, how to fix your problems, how to make things work. But God is saying, let go. I've got this. The pressure is teaching you to release control, to trust that heaven's plan is better than anything you could design. When you surrender, you make room for the divine release that's coming. It's not about giving up. It's about giving it over to the one who holds your future. The release that's coming will also bring clarity. You've been asking God for answers, why things have been so hard, why the pressure hasn't let up. When heaven's gates open, you'll see the why behind it all. Every struggle will make sense. Every closed door will reveal a purpose. You'll look back and realize that the pressure was preparing you for a destiny so big, it required every ounce of strength you've gained. And here's the truth. This pressure is temporary, but the blessings are eternal. The weight you feel today will be replaced with a joy that lasts forever. God isn't just giving you a moment of relief. He's giving you a lifetime of abundance. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out resources, opportunities, and peace that will carry you through every season of your life. You're not just surviving, you're about to thrive. Let me remind you again, hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls, and drop a 777 inches the comments. These actions are your way of saying to the universe, I'm ready for my breakthrough. They're not just clicks or numbers, they're a declaration of your faith. Do it now, and let's keep moving toward the release that's waiting for you. This pressure is also a sign that you're close to the edge of something new. Think of a woman in labor, moments before the birth. The pain is intense, the pressure overwhelming, but it's the signal that new life is about to emerge. You're at that moment now. The pressure you feel is the final push before the birth of your divine destiny. Don't give up now. You're too close to the miracle God has prepared. The release from heaven isn't just about what you receive, it's about who you become. This pressure is shaping you into someone who can carry the weight of God's blessings without being crushed by them. You're becoming someone who can steward wealth, influence, and purpose with humility and wisdom. The world needs you to step into this role, to show what it looks like when a chosen one rises above the pressure and walks in divine favor. And let's be clear, this isn't just about you getting what you want. It's about you becoming a vessel for God's glory. The blessings that are coming will overflow into the lives of others, your family, your community, even strangers. They'll be touched by the abundance heaven is releasing through you. The pressure you've endured isn't just for your own story. It's for the countless lives you're destined to impact. The gates of heaven are opening because you've been faithful. You've prayed when it was hard. You've trusted when it didn't make sense. You've kept going when others would have quit. That's why this moment is yours. The pressure was never a punishment. It was a preparation. God has seen every step of your journey, and now He's ready to show the world what He's been building in you. This release will also bring freedom. The chains that have held you back, fear, doubt, lack, they're about to break. When heaven's gates open, they don't just bring blessings, they bring liberation. You'll walk lighter, love deeper, and live bolder. The pressure you've felt is the last resistance of the old life, making way for the new life God has designed for you. And here's something powerful. The pressure is proof that you're a threat to the enemy. The forces that want to keep you small, stuck, or silent, they're the ones piling on this weight. But they're about to lose their grip. When heaven releases its blessings, no weapon formed against you will prosper. The enemy's plans are crumbling, and your victory is already sealed. Think of David facing Goliath. The pressure was immense, a young boy against a giant with an entire nation watching. But David didn't focus on the weight of the moment. He focused on the God who had already delivered him from lions and bears. You're David right now. The pressure is real, but so is the God who's about to deliver you from every giant in your life. This release isn't just a moment, it's a movement. It's the beginning of a new chapter where you walk in the fullness of God's promises. The pressure has been building your faith, your character, your resilience. Now, as heaven's gates open, you're about to step into a season where every promise God made to you comes to life. Your dreams, your prayers, your hopes, they're all about to become reality. The pressure is also a reminder that you're not alone. God is with you, working in ways you can't see. Every time you've felt like giving up, He's been there, holding you up. Every time you've wondered if you're enough, He's been whispering, "You're mine." The gates of heaven are opening because God has never stopped believing in you, even when you doubted yourself. And when this release comes, it will be undeniable. People who overlooked you will see you in a new light. Doors that were closed will swing wide open. Opportunities that seemed impossible will land in your lap. This isn't just a change, it's a transformation. The pressure you've felt is the cocoon breaking open, revealing the beauty God has been crafting inside you. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out provision, but they're also opening to pour out purpose. You're not just here to receive, you're here to give. The blessings coming your way will equip you to fulfill the calling God placed on your life. Whether it's starting a business, helping others, or simply being a light in a dark world, this release is about empowering you to make a difference. And don't miss this. The pressure is teaching you gratitude. When heaven's gates open, you won't take the blessings for granted. You'll know what it cost to get here. Every step through the pressure has taught you to value what's coming, to steward it well, and to share it generously. The world will see a chosen one who doesn't just receive God's favor, but multiplies it for others. This release is also about timing. God doesn't move when we want him to. He moves when the moment is right. The pressure you feel is the signal that the time is near. Like a farmer waiting for the harvest, you've planted seeds of faith, and now the ground is ready to yield its fruit. Trust God's timing. The gates of heaven are opening at the perfect moment, and you're about to walk into a season of overflow. The pressure is also a call to prepare. God isn't just releasing blessings, he's releasing responsibility. The abundance coming your way will require you to step up, to lead, to shine. The pressure is training you to handle what's coming with grace and strength. You're not just receiving a gift, you're being entrusted with a legacy that will outlive you. And here's the beauty of it all. This release isn't the end, it's the beginning. The gates of heaven are opening to launch you into a new phase of your conquering journey. The pressure you felt was the runway, and now you're about to take off. The dreams God placed in your heart, the visions you've carried in secret, they're about to become your reality. Get ready, because everything is about to change. The pressure is also a reminder of your power. You're not a victim of your circumstances, you're a victor in God's plan. The weight you feel is proof that you're strong enough to carry it. The enemy wants you to see the pressure as a burden, but God wants you to see it as a badge of honor. You're a chosen one, and this pressure is preparing you to rule in the destiny God has for you. When heaven's gates open, they won't just bring blessings, they'll bring revelation. You'll see why every moment of pressure was necessary. You'll understand how God was working behind the scenes, turning your pain into purpose, your struggles into strength. The clarity that comes with this release will show you that nothing in your life was wasted. Not a single tear, not a single trial. And don't forget, this release is personal. God isn't just opening heaven's gates for the world, he's opening them for you. Your name is written on this moment. The pressure you felt was uniquely designed to prepare you for the blessings uniquely designed for you. No one else can walk in your calling, and no one else can receive what God has prepared for you. The pressure is also a sign that you're breaking free from limitations. The world may have tried to box you in, to tell you who you are or what you can achieve. But God is bigger than any box. The pressure is the cracking of those walls, the shattering of those ceilings. When heaven releases its blessings, you'll step into a life without limits, where your potential is as vast as God's promises. And let's talk about what's on the other side of this pressure. It's not just relief, it's abundance. It's not just answers, it's miracles. It's not just a moment, it's a movement. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out everything you've been praying for and more. The pressure was the prelude. The release is the symphony. Get ready to hear the music of God's favor in your life. The pressure is also a call to worship. In the middle of the wait, in the middle of the waiting, God is inviting you to praise Him. Not because the pressure is gone, but because you trust that He's already won. When you worship through the pressure, you're declaring that God is bigger than your circumstances. And that worship is what unlocks the gates of heaven. This release will also bring healing. The pressure may have left scars on your heart, your mind, your spirit. But when heaven's gates open, they bring restoration. Wounds will become wisdom. Pain will become power. The things that hurt you will become the things that help you help others. God is turning your story into a testimony that will change lives. And here's something you need to know. The pressure is proof that you're dangerous. Not to God, not to the world, but to the forces that want to keep you small. The enemy doesn't attack those who don't matter. The pressure you feel is because you carry something so powerful, it threatens everything the darkness stands for. When heaven releases its blessings, you'll see just how much power you've been carrying all along. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out provision, but they're also opening to pour out protection. The pressure you've felt has been a battle, but God has been your shield. No weapon formed against you will prosper, and no plan of the enemy will succeed. The release that's coming will show the world that you're untouchable in God's hands. And don't miss this. The pressure is teaching you to dream bigger. The weight you feel is stretching your vision, expanding your faith. God isn't just preparing you for small blessings. He's preparing you for a life that will leave a legacy. The gates of heaven are opening to give you dreams you didn't even know you could dream. The release is also about alignment. The pressure has been aligning your heart with God's heart, your plans with His plans. Every moment of struggle has been pulling you closer to His purpose. When the gates open, you'll see how every step, every tear, every prayer was leading you to this moment of divine alignment. And here's the truth: the pressure is a privilege. Not everyone gets to carry this kind of weight, because not everyone is called to carry this kind of blessing. The pressure is proof that God trusts you with something big. He's seen your heart, your faith, your resilience, and He's chosen you to carry His glory into the world. The gates of heaven are opening because you've been faithful in the pressure. You've kept going when it was hard. You've trusted when it didn't make sense. You've believed when others doubted. Now, God is about to reward your faith with a release that will shake the foundations of your life and build something new, something beautiful, something eternal. And when this release comes, it will be sudden, like a flood breaking through a dam, like a sunrise breaking through the night. The blessings will come in a rush. You won't have to chase them, they'll find you. The pressure was preparing you to receive without striving, to rest in God's provision, to walk in His favor without fear. The pressure is also a call to community. You're not walking this journey alone. There are thousands of chosen ones out there, just like you, feeling the same weight, waiting for the same release. That's why I'm asking you again. Hit that like button, subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls, and leave a 777 inches the comments. These actions connect you to a community of faith, a family of believers who are standing with you as heaven's gates open. The release that's coming will also bring justice. The pressure you felt hasn't been fair. The battles you fought, the losses you've endured, they weren't your fault. But God is a God of justice. When heaven's gates open, He's going to set things right. The things that were stolen from you will be restored. The dreams that were delayed will be fulfilled. The pressure was temporary, but God's justice is eternal. And don't forget this: the pressure is building your story. Every moment of struggle is a chapter in a book that will inspire others. When heaven releases its blessings, your story will become a beacon of hope, a proof that God can turn any pressure into a platform for His glory. People will look at you and see what's possible when you trust in God's plan. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out abundance, but they're also opening to pour out authority. The pressure has been teaching you to walk in the authority God has given you. You're not just a survivor, you're a leader, a light, a force for change. When the release comes, you'll step into a role that influences others, that shifts atmospheres, that changes the world. And here's something powerful: the pressure is proof that you're ready. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. The weight you're carrying is evidence that He trusts you to carry what's coming. The gates of heaven are opening because you've proven you can handle the blessings, the responsibility, the purpose that's about to be released. The release will also bring joy. Not the fleeting kind that comes and goes, but a deep, unshakable joy that flows from knowing you're walking in God's plan. The pressure has taught you to find joy in the journey, to trust in the process, to believe in the promise. When heaven's gates open, that joy will overflow, touching every part of your life. And don't miss this. The pressure is a sign that you're chosen. Not everyone feels this kind of weight, because not everyone is called to this kind of destiny. The pressure is the mark of a chosen one, someone God has set apart for a purpose that will change the world. When the gates of heaven open, you'll see why you were chosen, why you were trusted with this moment. The release is also about legacy. The blessings coming your way aren't just for you, they're for the generations that will follow. The pressure you've endured is building something that will outlast you, something that will inspire your children, your community, your world. God is using you to create a legacy of faith, abundance, and impact. And here's the beauty of it all. The pressure is temporary, but the release is eternal. The weight you feel today will fade, but the blessings will last forever. The gates of heaven are opening to pour out a future that's bigger than your past, brighter than your present, and stronger than any pressure you've ever felt. Get ready, chosen one, because everything is about to change. The pressure you're carrying is also a sign of divine selection. God doesn't place this kind of weight on just anyone. It's reserved for those He's called to carry His light into places others can't reach. You've felt the strain because you're meant to shine in spaces where darkness has held sway. The gates of heaven are opening to equip you with the strength to walk into those spaces, not with fear, but with a presence that shifts everything it touches. This release will bring a new kind of vision. The pressure has been sharpening your ability to see what others miss. You'll start noticing opportunities where others see obstacles, connections where others see chaos. It's like God is handing you a lens that reveals His plan in every moment. When heaven's gates open, this vision will guide you to decisions that align perfectly with His purpose, leading you to places you never thought you'd go. The pressure is also teaching you patience. You've wanted answers now, results now, relief now. But God is showing you that His timing is worth waiting for. Every moment you've held on, every time you've trusted without seeing, you've been building a foundation of endurance. When the release comes, you'll carry the blessings with a patience that keeps you steady, no matter how fast or slow the journey unfolds. And here's something to hold on to. The pressure is proof of your influence. You're not just feeling this weight for yourself, you're carrying it for others. Your breakthrough will inspire people who are watching you, even if you don't know it. The gates of heaven are opening not just to bless you, but to make you a blessing. Your story will become a spark that lights the faith of those who've lost hope. The release will also bring restoration. The pressure may have taken things from you: time, energy, dreams, but God is a restorer. When heaven's gates open, He'll give back what was lost, and He'll do it in ways that exceed what you thought possible. The relationships that broke, the opportunities that slipped away, the confidence that wavered, they're coming back, stronger and better than before. The pressure is also a call to courage. It's easy to shrink back when the weight feels heavy, to hide from the challenges. But God is using this moment to build a boldness in you that nothing can shake. When the release comes, you'll step into situations that once scared you, knowing that heaven's power is behind you. You're not just surviving the pressure, you're becoming fearless through it. And don't overlook this. The pressure is revealing your resilience. Every time you've kept going, every time you've refused to quit, you've shown the world and yourself what you're made of. The gates of heaven are opening because you've proven you can handle what's coming. God trusts you with his blessings because you've shown you can carry the weight of his calling. The release will also bring alignment with your true purpose. The pressure has been stripping away distractions, forcing you to focus on what really matters. You're not chasing empty goals anymore. You're being drawn to the path God designed for you. When heaven's gates open, you'll feel a clarity that makes every step feel certain, every decision feel right. The pressure is also a reminder of God's presence. Even in your hardest moments, he's been there, guiding you, holding you up. The weight you feel isn't a sign of his absence, it's a sign of his work in you. When the release comes, you'll look back and see his hand in every moment, turning your struggles into stepping stones for his plan. And here's something powerful. The pressure is preparing you to lead. The world needs voices that speak truth, hearts that show love, hands that build hope. The gates of heaven are opening to give you the authority to lead in ways you never imagined. The pressure is teaching you to stand tall, to speak boldly, to love fiercely, so you can guide others to their own breakthroughs. The release will also bring unexpected connections. The pressure has been isolating at times, making you feel alone in your struggle. But God is about to bring people into your life who see your light, who understand your calling, who will walk with you. When heaven's gates open, you'll find a community that lifts you up, supports your vision, and amplifies your impact. The pressure is also a sign that you're breaking cycles. Maybe your family has faced the same struggles for generations: poverty, pain, fear. But you're the one God chose to change the story. The weight you feel is the breaking of those old chains, the shattering of those old patterns. When the release comes, you'll step into a new legacy, one that sets others free. And don't miss this. The pressure is teaching you to trust your intuition. God has been speaking to you, guiding you through whispers and nudges. The weight has forced you to listen more closely, to lean into that inner voice. When heaven's gates open, your intuition will become a compass, leading you to choices that align with God's perfect will. The release will also bring a new kind of freedom, not just freedom from struggle, but freedom to be who you were always meant to be. The pressure has been peeling away the layers of doubt, shame, and fear that kept you small. When heaven's gates open, you'll step into a version of yourself that's bold, authentic, and unafraid to shine. The pressure is also a call to gratitude. It's easy to focus on what's hard, what's heavy, but God is inviting you to see the gifts in the struggle, the lessons, the strength, the faith you've gained. When the release comes, your gratitude will make the blessings sweeter, deeper, more meaningful. You'll carry them with a heart that knows their worth. And here's something to hold close. The pressure is proof of your growth. You're not the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, even a day ago. The weight has been stretching you, expanding your capacity to love, to trust, to believe. When heaven's gates open, you'll see how every moment of pressure was building a stronger, wiser, more powerful you. The release will also bring a shift in perspective. The pressure has been teaching you to see the world through God's eyes, not as a place of lack, but as a place of possibility. You'll start noticing his hand in the small things, his provision in the everyday moments. When heaven's gates open, this perspective will guide you to a life of joy, no matter what comes. The pressure is also a sign of your purpose. You weren't chosen to live a small life, to blend in, to settle. The weight you feel is the pull of a destiny that's bigger than you, a calling that's meant to change the world. The gates of heaven are opening to give you the tools, the resources, the strength to step fully into that purpose. And don't forget this: the pressure is temporary, but the impact is eternal. The weight you're carrying will fade, but the mark you leave on the world will last forever. When heaven releases its blessings, you'll become a living testament to God's faithfulness, a story that inspires others to believe in His promises. The release will also bring peace. Not just the absence of struggle, but a deep, unshakable peace that comes from knowing you're exactly where you're meant to be. The pressure has been teaching you to rest in God's plan, to trust His timing, to believe in His goodness. When heaven's gates open, that peace will be your foundation, carrying you through every season. The pressure is also a call to action. God isn't just preparing you to receive, He's preparing you to move. The weight you feel is building your strength to take bold steps, to make brave choices, to chase the dreams He's placed in your heart. When the release comes, you'll be ready to run toward your destiny with confidence. And here's something powerful: the pressure is proof of your faith. Every time you've chosen to believe, to pray, to trust, you've shown heaven what you're made of. The gates are opening because God sees your heart, your resilience, your unwavering commitment to His plan. You've passed the test, and now the reward is coming. The release will also bring abundance in ways you can't predict. God's blessings don't follow human logic. They exceed it. The pressure has been preparing you to receive not just what you need, but what you never dared to dream. When heaven's gates open, expect the unexpected miracles, opportunities, connections that will leave you in awe.